Hi everybody, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Um, all right. Yeah, as you can see, it broke out pretty bad. I don't know if it's not like regular acne or whatever. It's like my body is was trying to get rid of toxins or something out of it, and yeah, yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon, I should say, definitely got rid of, well, let's just say 4 pounds of whatever. And I know that because I jumped on the scale afterwards, and I had just jumped onto the scale beforehand. Um, yeah, and in the process, I lost about 4 pounds, so which is fine. Get rid of it, whatever it was. I did finally eventually take an Imodium um, to, uh, but I waited and I until I knew it was right. Let's put it that way. And I did get a shower yesterday evening. Haven't worked since last Tuesday. Um, I really need to work today. No idea how I'm going to pay for this car. I was thinking about getting on the phone with Hertz to find out if there's something we can do or whatever. I still have to. I don't know if I'm going to have a copay or whatever, or even what the copay may even be if the insurance picks up some of the cost of my sensors. Um, um, I also have the doctor's appointment on Wednesday morning. Fortunately, Angie is not scheduled to work, so if push comes to shove, I could see about having her taking me. I think it's too important right now. I did put in, did do some research last night about disability attorneys. I think it's time. I know I was going to wait to see about going to Mayo, but to tell you the truth, I don't think I'm going to make it. Not with the way things are going. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not dying or anything like that, but as far as being able to take care of things financially, someplace to stay, things like that, it ain't going to happen. And I know the insurance would pick up costs, as far as, that is concerned, but I think we need to get things rolling with disability either way. I think it's time. Um, Very dizzy again today. Um, it's kind of going back and forth now. Or before, yeah, when I first woke up, it was kind of like the same dizziness, only a little bit milder with what I was dealing with before. And then I did my yoga. I've been doing that, and I went for a little walk. Get that vitamin D going, keep some exercise going. I think that was the two of them that helped to push out, whoa, whatever was going on. Um, Now, um, I know we have storms. They're supposed to be kind of forming. I think it's a 35% chance of rain this afternoon, something like that. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if that's playing into it. But it's switched now. I know we have some storms passing by us in to our south in Iowa right now. Um, so we're kind of getting some of that uplash, I guess you could say. Um, the dizziness earlier was more along the lines of dizziness. This is spinning that I'm going through right now. There's a difference. I'm noticing that. Starting to know differences in dizziness. See that? No, this is more of a spinning. Kind of like You know, like when you take a, ooh, I feel like it's hitting the back of my neck here where I had that car accident injury. That's what I feel like it's happening now. Kind of like, you know, when you see people take, you know, they have like a thin stick or whatever, and they take a saucer or a plate or what or something like that, and they put it on top and they spin it around. Kind of reminds me of that, only inside my head, and even the same direction. It goes counterclockwise every time. It starts on this side of my head, my right side, basically my right brain, and it just shum 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 shum. That's what it feels like. So, not too sure. When I went out for my walk, I did walk with my cane. That did help. There is something, an inner ear thing. When the crystals in there get misaligned or whatever, it can cause it. I was reading that, and that's what Angie was wondering about a couple weeks ago when we wound up going to the hospital with me. Don't know, but that would something like that is basically would be a realignment of the head. So not too sure if maybe that dehydration maybe. I've been drinking the ginger turmeric tea quite a bit to help with the allergy situations, and turmeric is diuretic, which is fine by me. Need to get rid of it. I woke up. That was the other thing. I woke up. That's one of the reasons I had spider web. I did walk into a spider web earlier. On the way home, I was chasing a bird. It was a woodpecker. Okay, a downy, female downy, by the way. Oh, I'll have to tell you all about that story too. Here in a minute. Hopefully I'll remember. I woke up yesterday morning. This is the reason why I did my yoga and went for a walk yesterday, and why I decided to keep it going today. I woke up yesterday morning, just my hands, my wrists, completely swollen from bloating, water retention. Which had me a little concerned. It wasn't a good thing. But I think, and by the time everything was said and done, like when I went to bed, well, it was so bad, my rings, it was difficult to get my rings off, and even my bracelets. They were digging in, and then I haven't worn them since. I don't dare. I haven't tried. I know that the swelling has gone down quite a bit, to the point where last night I was going to bed. My fingers were all pickled. Like you get with. And they're still pickled too, actually. Still a little pickled. Like you get like when you've been swimming or whatever. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So I'm like, no, let's keep everything going. A little difficult trying to do yoga. Get nice and dizzy. Wasn't so bad this morning though. At least with with going on my right side, or even trying to do the downward dog. Yeah, it wasn't so bad this morning. A little bit here and there, but not nearly as bad as what I was. But now I'm seeing the clouds moving in, and it's nothing psychosomatic or anything like that. Like I was trying to, I've been watching Star Trek Voyager, and I had my tablet down here next to me while I was eating, and all of a sudden, whee! I went to look down, and whee! So, but this morning when I went for my walk, I didn't walk. I did walk the full 30 minutes. I'm just doing it up and down the block here, not going too far from home. And I walked with my cane this morning. That was one thing that I did read. There's something with the inner ear, with the cochlea or the crystals, when they get misaligned or whatever, that causes the spinning and the disorientation, whatever. But one of the things that they recommended is to walk with a cane. Fortunately, of course, there's no cure. All it is maintenance, and this is straight from Mayo's website. I was just researching. I think it was last night or the night before. I can't remember at this point. I was just researching dizziness starting on the right side of the brain or whatever, or happening on the right side, and their research popped up. I don't remember what it was called, but it has to be, of course, diagnosed by a doctor. They look inside the ear, see what's going on, and then if it has been misaligned, then they do things, basically like chiropractic sort of work to help twisting your head and so forth, and helping to realign. And they also give you exercises that you can do at home or whatever. I was a bit sore last night with doing my yoga, so I really doused myself with a lot of oils, and also took and also put some back here, and took some ibuprofen. Woke up this morning feeling pretty darn good, with the exception of the spinning. I don't even want to call it dizziness. It's just not dizziness, it's spinning. There's definitely a difference. I've learned that today. Earlier it was dizziness, and it was more over here. Now it's more shoom, shoom, shoom. That's what it feels like. Like the teacups ride. It itself goes around circles, and then each of the cars go around circles. And then if you want to go faster, there's the disc or the wheel or whatever in the middle, and you pull on it or whatever, so that way you really go. That's what I feel like, is that right there. Only it's inside my head, and I get headaches too from it. So little Miss has been hanging around her mommy a lot, of course, worried to death. Mommy, mommy, don't leave me. Poor baby. So, and as far as, like I was saying with the disability, I just did a Google search for disability attorneys near me or whatever, and I found one over in New Brighton, and they are nationwide. And I also was looking at, the pop-up, the other questions that you could ask, like what's the maximum that they can take and all that sort of stuff. So, so I went up on that one's website and submitted a thing, and of course, with it being the holiday weekend, ain't gonna happen. Don't know what to do about the car. I could ask them for money or whatever. I don't feel comfortable with it. But I would still need to be able to do 30 rides. It'd be no big deal if somebody else did the driving. I don't know if I feel comfortable driving, but I don't know. But then I'm out of a job, and I've got $14 left in the bank account. So I don't know if we should have a discussion, or if I should risk it, or what. I have to think about it. And I need to talk to the attorney, see what he says, see if see what my chances are. I mean, basically, I've been dealing with this for almost 3 years. And now I'm at a point where, yeah, spin, spin, spin. So anyway, woodpecker, see, it's a good thing. Yesterday morning, I was just getting done with my yoga. And all of a sudden I start hearing this tapping on the side of the house. And I was like, I thought maybe it was, well, Possum, she was looking out the window, but looking down. So I thought maybe it was Rick. One friend, basically my junior high school friend, her husband, people I've been staying with since February. Whoa. I don't know how people do drugs. I don't know how y'all do it. Those who do it and are watching. I don't know how you do it. Whew. Anyway, I thought maybe it was Rick with the woodpecker. Anyway, I thought maybe he was outside and seen her watching, and was trying to pick on her or something, like a tapping on the side of the house or something like that. That's what I was thinking at first. And I look out the window and look out, it's a sign, there's nobody there. Then all of a sudden I see this little head. This black and white striped little head with this long pointy thing sticking out from the front. Pop its head up. They're like, hello. Little beady eye. It was just, I died laughing. I really, really died laughing. It was so cute. It was just on there, right below the window. Below where I have her little Betty. And just down there, just packing away. Trying to get all the buggies. It was so darn cute. Of course, I was telling Rick about it, and of course he wasn't too happy about it. Of course, ruining the house. But at the same point, it was so darn cute. But I noticed this morning, when I was on my last lap, a bird went flying from a tree across the street into our pine tree here. And as I was coming up the driveway, I was just like, the way it was chirping or whatever, basically it was going cheep, cheep. It was more like cheep, cheep. Kind of like a cardinal, only louder. You know how like cardinals will do if you live in an area that has cardinals or experience cardinals. That cheep, cheep, cheep sound that they make. That was the sound that she was making. And I got out the driveway and seeing, I was like, oh, my woodpecker's back. Okay. And that's when I wound up picking up the spider web. I still got it on me. I didn't know I had it. Oh my goodness. So, that was about 3 hours ago now. So, it's like, okay. But it was so cute though with that woodpecker. She did flew off into the tree. I had to look it up, so I was just like, okay, it's probably a downy, and then I was thinking maybe a ladderback, but then was looking up ladderbacks. They're actually out west, so that's where I got that from. So, and I know it wasn't a hairy woodpecker either. I've seen that, but no, this is a female downy, spitting image of the picture that I have. The book that I use, let's see if I can hold it up here. Trying to fix this page. Some of my pages, I've had it in my bag that I take with me with work. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Normally it's not. But anyway, this is the book that I use. This is both the eastern and western regions. Over the years, I had just been doing the one region, depending on which side of the country I've been on. I've had to give up both of them over the years, but this one I had decided several months back to get it, and I'm glad that I have had it. So I can do my identification. This is both. This is the whole North America. So I've always used Stokes. I prefer Stokes because they've got, here I'll just show you, on the back here they do the actual pictures of the birds. So you can see. So for instance with these petrels, I just opened up a page here. So as you can see, it also gets the name, the territory, as you can see down there at the bottom, and that also will show, like immature male versus female, immature male versus female, mature male versus female, first year, total maturity, so on and so forth. If there's like different stages for the birds, like bald eagles, for one. Owls, great horned owls, another one. So, but yeah, and but yeah, these are the ones that I use. And the nice thing about this one, if you have a CD player, it also comes with more than 600 bird sounds, so you can go to the actual one and hear what the call is for certain ones. So if you're having difficulties identifying or trying to make sure you're identifying correctly, more than just on sight, or using visual, but you heard the call that they do, then you can compare with that. So, at least in the process, I'm building up these muscles, so that's a good thing. Haven't laid on my mat. I didn't lay on my mat or pillow yesterday. I don't plan on it today. I don't see any reason to. I'm not really in pain or anything, but I am building up these muscles, at least myself. I just, the main reason why I didn't work yesterday is after everything was said and done, I was so weak. So weak and cold. Very, very cold. So that's what I'm like, I know all this is from getting stuff out of myself. It was just a way for my body to be back. I did get like an abscess in my tooth up here, and I had a little cold sore or whatever right here too. So yeah, I think I've exhausted everything now, and it's time for me to go for the disability and hope, fingers crossed, that I do. I think about home a lot. Think about Vegas a lot. A friend of mine posted a picture of home. Really brought a smile to my face. I miss home. After everything's said and done, I want to go back. If I can get the disability, I'll see about going back home. Get my ID switched back over to Nevada. And find someplace. I want to go home. I want to be able to see my coyotes again. I've been looking at pictures of, like the desert coyotes and the desert hares, the desert cottontails, the road runners. Yeah, I miss those little guys too. And with my walk this morning, I did notice similarities between the squirrels, the gray squirrels, and the ground squirrels out there with the eyes. I definitely see that now. And And I got thinking too, something that Rick was saying, wondering about with um, car accident, wondering, especially if I'm being affected by ec here and creating the dizzy spells, wondering if maybe it has something to do with it too. I don't know. I have to see what the doctor says. So, anyway, I figure I would come up here and at least do video. Oh, um, showing, documenting what's going on. Whether anybody's watching or not, that's another story. So, if you are watching, shoot me a line. Say hi. Let me know what's going on out there in the real world. I already know some things. Oh, yeah, I've been keeping my the shooting victims in my thoughts and prayers as well. Send them some positivity. And I know it's my second place living in a shooting. I think this was about half the people though this time. A little under half. It's becoming too commonplace. And of course, very first thing people want to do is jump on the bandwagon of gun control. And I have to side with the anti-gun controllers on this one. It isn't about I feel that we still need to protect our rights. It isn't about just necessarily protecting ourselves from the psychopaths out there, from the weirdos or whatever term that you want to use, from everybody else out there, the home invaders, so on and so forth. It isn't just about that. It's about protecting ourselves also against the government. So who knows? One day we might need that. And it's just about protecting our rights in general. Period. That's the way I feel about it. But sorry for another day, I guess. Right now, it's important. So I can drive that bullet out there. Right. Alright. Love you guys. Talk to y'all soon.